Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Abby here. If you new to my channel, so this is me and my son. I was actually trying to record an intro and this baby was never leaving me alone, and as you can see, he's doing the most. He knows I'm recording, he's posing. This baby is really funny. And then I think he tries to copy everything I do. Please do enjoy him a little bit. And yeah, so I'm gonna try on my Nars product I bought. If you haven't watched my beauty haul video, I'll be leaving a link in the description box for you to watch. And so I got foundation, concealer, bronzer, and an eyeshadow palette, right? So I'm gonna start by priming my face, always with my e.l.f. primer. I love this primer so much because you know why? It's on the affordable side, and also it really does the job for me. So I've got pores, and as you can see, I've got some blemishes, a little bit of discoloration. So this primer does help my foundation settle well and also have the right tone. So I started by brushing my brow with Real Techniques. All the brushes I'm going to be using is Real Techniques. So these two foundations I got, as if I knew, I always get two shades, one shade like that looks like normal and then one lighter shade. So Marquise is what I'm applying on the right hand side, and it came out a little bit on the warmer side. It's a little bit too golden, and then Macao has red tone, guys. So I'm always torn between two foundations. I always have to mix two shades to get the right shade, right? So yeah, I ended up blending both Macao and Marquise together, and I think it worked well. So overall, I love this foundation so much. It does covers my blemishes, and I like the way it comes out. It's flawless, right? So out of 10, I'm gonna give this foundation an 8, all because the shades were not accurate, we're not almost there. I feel like they could do a little bit better, to help somebody like me get one shade and not spend on two bottles, right? So yeah, out of 10, I'm gonna give it an 8, and then we go ahead and rate the rest of the product. So I'm blending in both Macao and Marquise. I always rub my foundation at the back of my palm. Just blend it in and we'll go ahead and finish our lip. So guys, my baby was around and he was actually on his phone playing his games. It was really loud, and now he's gone. So I'm gonna steal this moment to actually speak instead of voiceover. So I like both foundation together. It's almost really match my skin. We're just gonna make it work, right guys? So yeah, and I like the way it comes out. It's flawless. It's actually covering every of my black marks. I don't know if you guys saw previously. It's covering up. I usually don't like applying concealer. I feel like it's a little bit of too much steps that you have to go through, and my makeup will feel heavy, right? So I just like to use a very good coverage foundation to cover up my blemishes on my face. So next step, I'm gonna go ahead to highlight my face, and then we'll go ahead to contour. So with my Nars product, I got the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Dark 2.75 Truffle, and then I got Medium Dark 2.6 Walnut. So both of them, the Truffle is a little bit on the darker side and the Walnut is brighter, right? So I'm going to use Walnut. and probably I'll use a very bright concealer in the corners of my eyes to bring more definition to the corners of my eyes. And I'll be bringing this a little bit on the side of my nose. And I'm going to leave this to sit down a little bit, but before then I'm going to apply a brighter shade concealer, which is not here. Bear with me for a second. There we go. So I'll be using this shade Eraser Maybelline concealer. The shade is wiped off. I don't know what shade it is, but it's very, very bright. I think 4 shades lighter than my actual skin, right? I usually do this when I want to bring in definition into these corners, right? So I'll be blending it in with my Expert Egg Foundation Brush 217 Real Techniques. And guys, I'm not really a beauty blender fan, so Real Techniques brushes does the job for me. I have fallen in love with them. It's very easy for me in terms of my makeup application. I love these brushes so much. I keep on buying, you know, any useful or new one that I see. I keep on updating or upgrading my collection. So I'm just going on top of my eyes as well to set or prep my eye for our eyeshadow look. I have no idea what eyeshadow look we are doing so far, but I'm gonna use the Nars eyeshadow palette I got. If you watch my beauty haul video, you would have seen these products I'm using now, right? So I'm gonna be using the Nars eyeshadow palette. So guys, I've got a mirror here, that's why I'm staring on this side. And I usually don't use liquid concealer or creamy concealer for my contour, but today oh shoot, something fell. Today my brush fell. Today we're gonna be using MAC 9.5 Match Master SPF 15 foundation in the darkest shade 9.5. I have been using this for a while now, and it does the job, guys. I don't usually use a dark foundation, and always I apply my product on the back of my hand, and I think that warms up the foundation, and also it helps me pick moderate amount. So I'm just gonna go close to my hairline, the sides of my face, the side of my forehead, to bring in definition. And also I like to bring my contour a little bit lower, just to minimize my forehead or diffuse a little bit of my forehead, especially when I'm wearing a ponytail like this. And guys, if you can see, I've actually not contoured my nose, but the shape is already out here, right? And I'm simply gonna follow that with my blending brush to actually bring it in with the rest of the product on the brush. I don't want it to be too obvious, too dark. And I'll drag it into my eyeshadow. Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Banana. I'm setting my highlighted areas. And I'm using my 402 setting brush, Real Techniques. And I'll be bringing it to the sides of my nose as well. I like the Nars foundation and the concealer. It soaks in your skin quickly. It just dries up very quickly, and it's not really hard to blend. It's not really hard to blend. It's not very thick. It's just creamy. And I like the fact that it covers all my blemishes. You know, that's my ultimate goal in my foundation, and especially foundation and also the concealer. So now I'm just gonna leave a little bit more. I don't usually bake, but because I didn't start my eyeshadow first, right, we're gonna leave some powder to bake and also to brush off excess eyeshadows when we finish, right? And I'm gonna go a little bit in there with my setting powder. I have to shake this to get more powder on top here. So guys, I'm back to voiceover because the Prince Charming is back in. So I'm using my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami bronzer to bronze my face. I'm bringing more warmth into my face. I always like to go over my contour with Mocha Mami to set it and as well to define my contour. Yeah, so I'm just gonna blend in with my contour brush, Real Techniques. Guys, I love Real Technique brushes, like I say all the time. I'm just falling in love. I'm stuck with it. Probably I'm gonna get some new set of brushes from Morphe, and then I'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna apply my Too Faced Butterscotch multi-purpose powder, yeah, to set my overall contour areas. And I'm brushing away the highlight powders as well, and I'm going in with multi-purpose powder, Too Faced in the shade Warm Sand over the highlight areas, and I'll be blending it in, as you can see. So I'll be blending in with my big powder brush, and then I'm going to apply a little bit more of the banana shade Huda Beauty powder under my eyes, just to dust away excess eyeshadow later. So we're gonna go ahead and as well start our eye look, and I'll be using my Nars eyeshadow palette. I'll be leaving all the products in the description box for you ladies to purchase. So I'm picking this orange shade all over my eyelid, and I'm using that as a transition color. So now I'm going into my crease with a dark brown color, and I'm just going to build it up to the desired look. And I'm repeating that on the left eye as well. So I'm picking as well a very darker shade brown. It's unfortunate that these shades doesn't have names that I can I can tell you, but I'll be leaving a link in the description box for you ladies to have a look on the website if you're interested to buy. And we're gonna give an overall judgment on this Nars products. Well, so the dark brown shade wasn't dark enough for me, so I went ahead to pick some from my Revolution palette, which is more pigmented, right? So I think overall the Nars eyeshadow palette wasn't pigmented enough for me, because I wouldn't go borrow from Revolution. So now we're gonna create our cut crease, and as you can see, I always try to create a print, and I'm gonna follow this print on the top of my hood eye. So because I've got this semi-hooded eye, this is the best way I'm able to achieve my cut crease. Always, guys, go above your hooded area a little bit, just higher on the hooded area, so whenever your eyes is closed or open, your cut crease will be more defined or more visible, right? So I like this precision tiny fancy brush. I just like the way it is smaller, and I'm just gonna drag this out, creating like a winged liner, right? And I'll be blending in with the concealer stick just to bring more product to my eyes, right? That is the only thing I think I can take away from this concealer. In terms of dipping your brush into the concealer, you can't have a chance because it's filled in a small bottle with a stick, right? But it does help, actually. Don't get me wrong, it does help. The stick does help. It helps me apply the concealer quicker, but you can pick more than you need. That is my only well, so now we're gonna pick this eyeshadow shade on the orange side. It's not very bright orange, and it's a shimmer shadow. I'm just gonna apply this all over the cut crease or concealed area. So I'm picking that shade, yeah, and I just actually want it a bit more, right guys? I always say I'm doing a very soft glam or something simple. It ends up being, you know, a little bit dramatic. So yeah, I'll be picking that shade, but I went on later on with the brighter orange. You know, that is beautiful. All the shades are beautiful, but I think it's just me and my preferences. I just like brighter shades for some reason. Yeah, so I went ahead with that brighter shade as well. Later on, I think after overall, when I did everything, I just felt like, no, something is missing. So yeah, I picked that brighter shade. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the shimmer shade, and I hope you guys could actually see it. I think the quality of the video is a little bit too bright because of the sunlight. You're not seeing much of the shimmer, right? So I'm just building that up, and I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner at the minute, and I'm just gonna line my eye. I'll be just kind of following the same winged cut crease that I created, right? And I'm just gonna carefully create my wings. So if you don't really know how to line your eye, just follow my steps. I kind of start from the middle of my upper eyelid and I drag it like you see out, and then I'm just gonna fill it in. Just gonna fill it in. And guys, do not panic when you're doing your eyeliner. Of course, you're not gonna get it right at the first time. I always do mistakes, guys. I always do mistakes, but if you take your time and then you draw your liner, it's best. And even when you make mistakes, you can wipe it off with a concealer, or yeah, basically concealer, and yeah, just make it look perfect the way you want it. So now I'm dragging it into the inner corners of my eye, and as you can see, right guys, I'm using a concealer to kind of clean and also make it sharp, right? And even with the winged cut crease, I'm also correcting it from somewhere there. So guys, watching this winged eye liner, I feel now that it could have been a little bit higher than the way it's sitting right now, right guys? But I mean, I guess that was the flow for the day. So I'm going into my under eyes, under my lower lashes, with the same dark brown shade with the orange, you know, the same shades that I use for the eye. And then I'm just gonna dust off excess eyeshadow. Yeah, and I'm going in to blend with my Rebel Edge brush, big brush. So now I'm applying this golden shimmer shadow shade from BH Cosmetics. It's my Ray eyeshadow palette. And like guys, I told you guys, this eyeshadow palette is very, very pigmented. I never knew that golden color was popping, and I had never used it, so this is my second time using it. And I've applied just mascara on my lashes just to prep them for false lashes, and as well to bring definition to the lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing on the left eye, and we'll come back and finish our look shortly. So here we are. We're gonna go on the brows, guys. I like to do my brows at the last minute. I honestly think my brows look fresh than starting from scratch, from the beginning of the overall look. Yeah, I just like doing this, to be honest. I like the way it comes out fresh, done brows. So guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in, following the same my natural shape of the brow, fill it in, and then as well, as you can see, I'm using my brow brush to brush through, to fill in, and also to make it softer, right? Not to get a very blunt or harsh brows. And I'm gonna go ahead, use the same concealer I used in the shade Walnut, Creamy Radiant Concealer, Nars. And yeah, I'm gonna outline my brow. So now I'm going to apply my bronzer Punta Cana, and I kind of like this bronzer. I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. It's not, dark enough for me, for my skin tone. Yeah, so I went on top of it with Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami, just to bring a little bit more warmth to my face. I feel, a little bit darker, a little bit on the darker side would have been perfect, right? But I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, out of 10, I'm gonna rate it a 7, because I wasn't actually 100% liking the outcome, right? Yeah. But it's not really bad. That's all I can say. It's all right. So I'm gonna go in on my BH Cosmetics. It's my Ray Ray eyeshadow palette, and I'm picking this orange shade just to bring in warmth and color to my face, and I think it does work. Yeah. And I'm also going in with my Barry M blush palette, and I'm going in for more orange. This orange has got shimmer. I'm going over my nose, just to bring in some color, some popping color to the overall look, guys. Yeah. So now we're gonna go in. I'm using this lashes I got from Superdrag. Actually, these lashes costed a lot. I'm not gonna say it than the usual lashes I use, right, guys? So yeah, I'm lining my lips with the same dark brown pencil I use for my eyebrow, and we're gonna go ahead and put on some lip gloss. And I'm using this lip gloss from ELF. Also, it's got some shimmer in it. I just like lip gloss lately. I used to be the girl that was red, fuchsia, pink, but I'm enjoying some lip gloss these days. So I like to top up my lip gloss with this Revolution lip gloss. It's also got some shimmer in it, and I like the way it pops up whatever lip gloss, lipstick that I use. So I'm gonna go in and pick again the shade I was telling you, the very bright orange shimmer shadow. I felt like it wasn't popping enough for me, so I should go in there with that shade. And yeah, I just went on top of it to make it pop out. And that's it, guys. So here we are, the finished look. Yeah, not very over the top, but soft, nice, a little bit of color. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I always love your support. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Comment below. Let me see your opinion over the Nars makeup. What do you think? Yeah, so until we meet next time, I love you guys. Bye.